Hello Internet, my name is Ryan Ingram, and today we're going to talk about the 1% and the 2% rule in real estate investing. So in a lot of these Deals Explained playlist videos that I've done, that I'm just walking through all of the deals that my brother and I have done, how much we paid for them, what our income and expenses are for each property. I often mention that my brother and I attempt to stick to the 2% rule, but I also understand that the 2% rule isn't necessarily available throughout the entire nation. So there's also the 1% rule, and I just want to very quickly go over what these rules are and how you can use them, just for quick math, because there's a right way to use them and a wrong way to use them. So first off, the 1% rule is exactly that. If the purchase price is $100,000, then under the 1% rule, you would want to be able to rent that out for $1,000 per month. Now, very similarly, the 2% rule is 2% of the purchase price is going to be the monthly rent. So if you buy a $100,000 house in the 2% market, then you can likely rent it out for $2,000 per month. Now currently my brother and I have 80 properties here in the Ohio market, and we have purchased properties that are at 1%, and we've also purchased properties at 2%. We've even gotten lucky and we have purchased one property that hit the 4%, which just means in this example, we would have been able to rent it out for $4,000. But a lot of people get a little bit apprehensive when they hear about the 2 and 4%, especially if they live in a 1% market. But these numbers are not end-all be-all. Like I said, we have purchased 1% properties, and we've also purchased 2. Now we like to stick to 2, but the only way to truly implement these is just for quick and dirty math when you're trying to very quickly analyze a property. So you just know these guidelines so that when you're scrolling through the MLS looking for deals, or if somebody brings you a property, then you can just immediately try to figure out and estimate the numbers based on this. So just recently, for example, I had a gentleman offer me 3 homes at $51,000 each, and those homes were only rented out for around $500 to $600 per month. So in this market, I have been buying properties at closer to 2%, so I just knew right off my head that that would not be a good deal, because all of the expenses that I normally have generally need somewhere around 2% in order to leave cash flow at the end. When I was first getting into real estate investing, I made it a point to analyze one property per day, and I at this point have analyzed thousands of properties. But after I consistently started writing out each and every expense remotely associated with each property, then I started to realize that if you could hit the 2% rule, then chances are your expenses will be more than covered. So yes, 2% is the rule that I attempt to stick to, but only because it helps me quickly do the math, and I know just on the fly, if somebody's attempting to sell me a property for $40,000, if it doesn't need much work and it can rent out for $800, or if it's already rented out for $800, then chances are it is a very good purchase. So I do my best to stick right here in this area. Now, I also have to say that you can have exceptions in the 1%, especially if you get some sort of creative financing, or if you're able to jump in to traditional financing with a lower down payment, because each property is unique in the expenses that it requires in order to keep it running. So this is not a substitute to appropriately analyzing the property, but when you are trying to go through hundreds of properties on the MLS and you don't have time to analyze each and every single property, then it's really good just to have mental landmarks or flags that you could just put on a property really quickly, and then you can figure out if it is worthwhile to dive in deeper and do a full analysis on the property. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer all of the comments. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Talk to you guys soon.